All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders, bishops, and apostles at Great Millstone that do group well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elect in 1/3. And Adonatazah, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And the water Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Forgive me the inspiration to do this video. And as the title reads, it's crash out season, no pun intended. So actually, I got to show you this video. All right. It's crazy out here. Okay. It's wild. People are losing it. All right. They have nothing else to lose. So what are they going to do? They're going to lose it. Okay. They don't have stability. All right. They are in gross darkness. They are completely carnal. They're not spiritual. All right. And people are going to react carnally first. So this is why we have to, and I'm talking to myself first and foremost, but we have to constantly remain spiritually on guard. All right. Be spiritually on point. Keep our prayers up. Keep our hope alive. All right. Keep our faith active because, we're in the times of great evil. Okay. Great evil is here and it's upon us. Now, excuse me for that. So let me go into this. Okay. It's crash out season. No pun intended. Now, the reason why I said no pun intended is because this video just came out last night and it's pretty graphic. So I don't know if I'm going to play it, but it says chaos. All right. Chaos, which chaos is also pandemonium. Okay. Which let me get my online etymology. All right. Because I want to explain pandemonium to you. All right. And then I'm going to read a precept. Online etymology dictionary. Okay. So let's get this real quick. Make some points to get back to our point. Pandemonium. I think that's how you spell it. I could be wrong. Oh, shit. Damn, I got to figure out how to spell pandemonium. Let me try this real quick. Let's go like this. Pandemonium. Here we go. Look, demons right in there. All right. So we're going to copy this. Oops. Copy this. We'll look up all of it. All right. And let me get the precept. I never like to speak too long without bringing a precept out. Okay. So let's go right here. This is Ephesians 5 and 15. All right. It says, see then, this is an exhortation. See then that ye walk circumspectly. Okay. And let's actually look up let's see a different translation. So be careful how you live. Be very careful. Pay careful attention. Okay. All right, as a hopeful elect, we have to be very careful in the time we are in. All right. And, being careful what we're saying to people. Be careful around your surroundings. Okay. Because people are crashing out. All right. They're crashing out completely. And I look up the word crash out meaning. It says crash out. It generally refers to a sudden impulsiveness or impulsive or extreme reaction suddenly. All right. What does it say? Suddenly destruction, then sudden destruction. All right. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. They want to go out, party and twerk, shake ass and commit adultery, then sudden destruction. Okay. This is complete judgment. Now I'm just going to show 5 seconds. Okay. Watch this. Look, this is the vehicle. Crashed out. Look at this individual. They beat his ass. Okay. This is after the mob that didn't get mowed down. This is what they did to him. Driver gets jumped and shot by mob after plowing in the crowd outside LA nightclub, leaving 30 people injured. There was ass everywhere, blood everywhere. Okay. This is why the Holy Spirit has been exhorting us, warning us. All right. And then you'll have females that have, they're deprived of wisdom. So when a man exhorts her in a manner of safety, applying wisdom, the demon in her calls it controlling. Okay, well, all right. Don't say we didn't warn you. Don't say, Jake, you can't say that the prophets didn't warn you. Don't say that you haven't been exhorted. Okay, because situations like this can, will, and are going to happen. They can, will, and are going to happen. All right, it's crash out season. No pun intended, man. Okay, and you look back at this Prius, this thing is damn near mangled. And this is from hitting in body parts, 30 people injured. Okay. Situations like this are on the rise. All right. People are shooting each other, stabbing each other. It's getting very perilous, very savage like out here. All right. It's pandemonium. Now let's look up the word pandemonium again, and I'll go to the etymon. Pandemonium refers to a state of extreme noise, confusion, and disorder, often involving a chaotic and wild uproar. And a wild uproar, why? Pandemonium, paradise lost. This is what they say it means. Pan, all, demonium, demon. All right. So all demons are on deck. So demons are out here. They're showcasing themselves upon people, and people are losing it. Pandemonium goes into evil spirit or evil spirits. Pan, all, demonium, demons. Okay. So it's crash out season. So be wise, brothers. Okay. And you sisters, man. All right. Watch who you're screaming at. You might be driving on the side of the road. You just got to be mindful, man. Be mindful. Know your surroundings. All right. And I'm talking to the brothers first, because you sisters, you already know y'all don't be on point like that. Okay. Because your design, your makeup, you have a different office. So for our office as men, this is our job, and we're being exhorted to be mindful. Mindful at work. People are watching you, setting snares, setting traps. People are getting fired. Demons are on them. They're creating target lists. Okay. People are getting ready to start saying F it. It says, see then, Ephesians 5:15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. So this is fool. Okay. This is being foolish. All right. You thought that you could just go out like regular, go out and have ladies' night like normal, go out and have date like night normal, and then the shit gets shot up, ran over. Things are happening. Okay. Look, sheesh, snapped. ICE agents attack protesters on bridge. Everybody's crashing out. Okay. Someone's getting fired right now and killing their manager. Remember that? Didn't that just happen? The Jake woman stabbed her manager at McDonald's. People don't understand too. I'll read the comments. They're like, sweetie, shut the fuck. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay. We're judge. We know how to judge. It ain't just sweetie, find a new job. Demons are on these people, and they're plaguing them, and they're tempting them, and then they're acting it out. All right. It says redeeming the time because the days are evil. It is very evil out here. We got to be mindful where we're at camp. We got to be mindful when they send Christians up or agent provocateurs, and your flesh may want to do something, but we have to be spiritual, because that's one tactic Esau has too, where he provokes you to hit him first. Okay. We have to be extremely mindful. It's crash out season. No pun intended. All right. From here, let's go to Jeremiah 17:17. It says, be not a terror unto me. Thou art my hope in the day of evil. So while this is all taking place, we are applying to be spiritually minded. Okay, so we don't fall victim to Satan's devices. So we don't fall victim to carnality. Okay, because we're vexed too, we're pissed off too, but this is how these people are reacting. You know, be mindful. This guy was probably a drunk. All right, I just want to show him now. Okay, I'll probably sneak some clips in. Look at this shit, man. I'm gonna sneak some. Look at this shit. See, he just drove his car into a crowd of 50 plus people. Look at her dumb ass. No pun intended. Half naked, bloody ass out here. You see, sisters? Do you see why the spirit would be rebuking these women? Okay. They're dogs without a collar. Got fucking feet, hair, and ass everywhere. This nigga, I don't mean to call him, excuse me, just a term. All right. This guy, he looks like he's already in the spirit world. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Look, beating him. DJ Khaled getting his ass beat. All right. Look at this. Everybody's losing it, swinging, bloody. Okay. People didn't make it home. People are leaving the house and not returning. Okay. People are leaving their homes and not returning. Some of them could have been parents. Some of them could have been pregnant. You know, there's so many different scenarios that now have ceased. This is judgment on high. The Lord is sending out judgments upon people. It's not just partying and drinking anymore. All right. This is why I see why the Lord equated today as the days of Noah. Now I'm just going to get this point. Okay. This is Genesis 6. And I'll say this real quick. The word giant here means Nephilim, which means fallen. Okay. Not literal giants and that bugged out doctrine. I just want to make that statement. If anybody needs clarification on that, I can round back and do a lesson on that. Because I remember when I first coming in, there was a bugged out Enoch doctrine. But I want to get this point right here to stick on the task at hand. This is Genesis 6 and 5. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. So the people that you are around, the people that you have to brush shoulders with, and the day to day, their thoughts are evil continually. Okay. You got women that will commit adultery. All right. She ain't going to have the conscience to say no. That's why you brothers, you have to be the one. Okay. You are the head. You are the one that is the beacon of light. Okay. This is why everyone else is in gross darkness. You have that light on you. Okay. You are the one that says no. You are the one that has to bring in a moral balance. All right. This is Isaiah 60 and 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. And you see it. These people are in gross darkness. Okay. They don't know what's going on. They're not set up to know what's going on. Their moral compass has been thrown out the window. They're doing any and everything possible. Incontinency is at an all-time high. All right. People are overly stimulated, overly horny, overly mad, overly angry, and everyone is crashing out, killing you over something minuscule. Okay. They're doing it on live. Okay. Doing it in your city. All right. They're doing it in a street near you. Okay. So let me see what I had here. What was the point? I lost my point. What was I oh yeah. Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but Yahweh Bashim Shai shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So as we're in the days of evil, and the hearts of man is evil continually, and every imagination thereof, you have to be mindful that you have an obligation to live by, and that's to apply wisdom in the midst of chaos, in the midst of uproars, in the midst of pandemonium, in the midst of demons, because these people are crashing out. Matthews 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking. So while people are eating and drinking, they're crashing out. People are unaliving at barbecues, gender reveal parties, family reunion. It's not the same Babylon that we once grew up to. All right. Babylon is now in a spiritual encapsulation of chaos. Okay. There's a third world country. You got homeless people tapping into the LA electricity system to get their own electricity. You got sanitation workers going on strike. You got filth and disease at an all-time high. This is not the same America that America is used to. Marrying and given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came. See, they knew not. You're around people that ain't knowing nothing. They ain't thinking. They're controlled by demons. This is why we have to live a content life. We have to live a simple life, because you could potentially go out and not come home. Now, we don't want to tempt the Lord, but we also have faith that the Lord will have mercy on us and protect us. But we're also like, yeah, I'm good. Okay, yeah, I'm good. See, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. Look, it ain't worth it. It probably could have been together. He was trying to get with her. She got another man at home. She committing adultery. And then bam, both their ass got smacked. All right. See? This is how Jacob's trouble gonna look. Naked ass everywhere. All right. Fringes everywhere. Hair everywhere. Blood everywhere. Chaos everywhere. All right. Everybody losing it. Got their shirt off and shit. Adrenaline is all up. People got fight and flight in them. Emotions, shit is real out here, man. And Jacob's trouble is going to be really, really bad, man. It's going to get really bad. It says in Matthew 24:39, and they knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. That's why it says the day of the Lord, the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right. And also I want to get this as an exhortation. Ecclesiasticus 8:15, travel not by the way with a bold fellow. You know, hey, I'm in this walk. Okay. I've met few people outside of my circle, but even some of them I've met, I'm like, oh yeah, this dude's tripping, man. This dude's wild. He's bugging out. I gotta exclude myself from this situation. You know, you gotta make sure your day to day, you know, you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. I've met some people that have been really bold, and I've stepped away from those situations. Sometimes it could have just been job related. You know, it could have been something for a side job, making some quick cash, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the last time I'll be doing this. See. You got to be careful. Oh, you could have had a passenger in here and then he crashed and now both y'all ass getting beat up. See, it's crash out season. No pun intended. All right. People are being reckless. We have to be that beacon. All right. We got to be the ones conducting our carrying ourselves. We ain't missing out on nothing, man. All right. I have fun in my living room if I want to go out and have fun. I have fun in my living room. You might want to go to the local bar and some shit goes down, man. And then you like, damn, I could have just stayed. Yeah, you're right. You could have just stayed home. You ain't missing out on nothing, man. And sometimes Jake's hard-headed. They need to experience some shit to be like, all right, I'm good. Yeah, I bet you won't want to do that again. I've been there. Yeah, I don't want to do that again. So I know. I'm just giving this exhortation. Lest he become grievous unto thee. Damn it. Now you pulled over, you know. What was that movie? What the fuck? What was that movie? There was a movie years ago where it was a Jake who was a swimmer and then another Jake who was innocent, and they got in a car with their wild friend, and they all ended up in prison. I can't remember the movie. Let me see if I can find it. What black cinema is about three friends get sent to jail, and then he's like, it was bad, man. Here it is right here. Yup, lockdown. Okay, so this Jake, he had a prosperous career. Okay, look, that's what happened after the wood. All right, he had a prosperous career, and then who he was with, he had some issues, and then he got roped in with him. All right, so be careful who you're around too, brother. You could have a crazy cousin. You know, we all got a crazy cousin. It's just like a spirit. It's just, for some reason, a spirit always on a crazy cousin. Anyways. I'm going to make this quick. It says, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. Boom. It's a great example, man. It's crash out season. You know, even Trey said, "Doe, let me out." You know, so just be mindful, man. Okay, be mindful. 1 Timothy 6:8, and having food and remnant, let us be there with content. See, just going home, working out, doing a lesson, pray, reading, okay? You're simple. Just keep it in silence. Let's stay in tonight, bae. Okay? Because she always want to go out. She wants to get abroad, you know? So you got to be mindful in the times that we're in, man. It is crash out season. It's only going to increase. It's only going to increase from here. Watch. Okay? See what else I got. Oh, yes. Matthew 7:13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate. And look what can happen when you out there. All right. Like I'm going to keep saying it. We have faith that the Lord is protecting us. We believe that we're being protected and we have angels around us. But at the same time, we don't want to do nothing extra that could potentially cause some crash out shit around us. Now, it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. We're in a crash out season, but it's up to us to conduct and carry ourselves with wisdom in the midst of this perverse generation. It says, for wide is the gate, and look, straight meaning difficulty. So we got our own difficult shit we're dealing with. We got our own battles that we're in. We got our own testimony. We got our own trials. We got our own personal hell that has been created for us to show our servitude towards the Lord. All right. We don't need to add to it. You're already carrying your cross. Okay. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. And there you go, which go there and at. Thought you was gonna meet a little shorty from Tinder. You're going to have a good time. And look at how the night ended. This is how it goes down in Babylon, man. Okay. This is why we got to carry ourselves in a manner of manhood. Okay. You got to watch who you're around, watch what you're doing, watch what you're indulging in, because this is how your night can end up. Now you got 2/3 carrying you away. You know what I'm saying? You got 2/3 as cops carrying you away. Hell nah, man. Hell nah. So broad is the gate, man. And it's crash out season. Okay. These people are set up to crash out, kill, all right, wall out, be enraged. Okay. And let me actually get that in 2nd Ezra 5 real quick, since we got this opened. Let's just get that real quick, just to give you an idea of what's going on out here. All right. We'll go 2nd Ezra 5 and show you. People are in an uncontrollable mindset right now. 2nd Ezra 5 and 10. It says, and shall be sought of many. It says 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. We'll start at 8. It says, there shall be confusion in many places. You got famines going on right now. You got Afghanistan having a water crisis. Gaza's going through food shortages. Okay, Babylon's got shit going on. You got people talking about Yellowstone about to blow up. Okay, wild beasts are changing their place because of shit's going on. See, and the fire shall be sent out again, and wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Look, unclean women shall bring forth monsters. Okay, where is that? Where is it? Right there. It's an unclean woman, menstruous woman, probably got babies at home. Okay, and monster, these YNs. Okay, which monster also goes into a brain defect when you look it up on the etymology. Let me show you that real quick. All right, just to prove it. Monster. Check this out. Monster, malformed animal or human creature afflicted with a birth defect. Let me see. And I believe it also is something with the brain. Let me make sure. Bring, warn, instruct. Let me see. Also means an omen. Let me see. I thought it also meant something with your mind. Sea monster, capable. I got to look back into it, but if I'm not mistaken, when I was reading into this, afflicted with a birth defect, to remind, bring to one, advise, warn, dreadful. I'll look into it, but in my studies, I even came across the word, and it meant something like a brain defect. But you got right here, a creature afflicted with a birth defect. Yeah, they're jacked up. All right, you got Jake women one-legged on TikTok, and our babies all retarded. You know, I mean, it's bad. Okay, it's bad out here. All right, it's really bad out here, man, and we're seeing it. And the best thing to do, man, is just stay within the fold. Stay amongst the brotherhood. Stay amongst the truth. You are not missing out nothing in this dirty, nasty world, man. Okay, you're not. You're not missing out, man. Okay. And it says, menstruous woman shall bring forth monsters, and the salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. See? Then shall wit hide itself. Soon you're going to have a famine of the word. And understanding will draw itself into a secret chamber, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied on the earth. And the word incontinency goes into uncontrollable. Incontinence. Let's go to, and sexually incontinent. Watch this. All right. Look, wanting self-restraint. See, intemperate, not holding back, crashing out. Chiefly sexual appetite. Grape is at an all-time high. Unable to control bowels, bladder. See, lust. Look, he was incontinent. And with fleshly lusts, he was consumed all his time. So people are horny. People are overly angry. People are prophetically crashing out, man. Okay? So you got to be careful, and you got to be mindful out here. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick, man. It's crash out season, no pun intended. You know, my plan is to lay low, get ready for the Babylon work week. I'm going to send some prayers up to work out. Eat some food, study, keep my head down, and that's it, man. No more, no less. Live a simple life, Okay, live a simple life, because notice everybody out here that's trying to live the life that Babylon provides, it ends up with a crash out. It ends up with you getting arrested. All right, you getting hurt. You woke up all bloody and bruised. Be careful, man. The scriptures talk about that too. With it's bad. It's just bad. It's bad, man. So I'm gonna end it there. I pray this lesson was exhorting, edifying, okay, encouraging. All right, we got to make sure we're doing our part, because everyone else is doing theirs. Okay, so I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakudash. Double honors to my elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And with that being said, shalom.